people how you want to be treated. You understand? Also, I want to share one more clip too from brother Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna
have to pay shit. I hope your father never hears what you said. I hope he doesn't hear it, because that's insulting. They provided you with something that you don't even think. You look at that man who's sacrificing, that woman who sacrificed, and you just shit on everything that they said in front of thousands of people. Don't you think people know your family?
That point right there. That point right there. That point right there. When we talk like this, and we got to ask ourselves, how do we get to a point where, also black people in general, and I think maybe a part of it is not having a conversation about gratitude with your kids and young people from an early age, so they can understand that it don't gotta be like this. Things don't have to go your way. All right, you could not have this. I always say to people, if you want to be really happy, I want you to imagine the things that you enjoy on a regular basis, things you use, things you have. Imagine if you didn't have it. Take a second, imagine if you didn't have it, and let that feeling wash over you. Let it wash over you. Let it wash over you, right? And really think about it. And think about what would that be like for me, right? And it may be uncomfortable, but it's going to bring you to the space of appreciation and gratitude for who you are and what you are and what you have or haven't accomplished yet. You know what I'm saying? And what you haven't, especially when you think of it in terms of what other people in the world actually have. Everyone doesn't have things. Everyone don't have a good life. And also, I'm gonna even say for old girl right here, a good life made her like this. All right. And the fact that no one's ever said, hey, you should be grateful and whatnot, because obviously someone's made you think that you're more than what you are. That's another issue. It's when you think you're better at something than you actually are. All right. Because if you think you're better than something, if you think you're better than you actually are, it leads to no self-correction. And again, that leads to stagnation, bad relationships with people, places, and things. Because again, it feeds into a narcissistic mindset where you can't be wrong and everyone else is always the issue. Everyone else is always the problem. You understand? So I want to play one more clip. And again, I'm playing these clips because whether people want to admit this or not, or like to acknowledge it or not, Kevin changed how people thought, and he gave everyone the language to speak on these things.
Why would anybody want to deal with you? How about that?
Let's see. I'm intelligent. I'm motivated. I have my own business. I maintain my own lifestyle. I'm not understanding the full scope of your question.
Well, see, that's the problem now, ain't it? You just described yourself as a man. See, you got to understand what the men want. And nothing you said in there was anywhere close to being feminine, beautiful, inspirational, caring, loving. The way you're talking almost sounds like a dude. Why would anybody want to deal with you? How about that?
Let's see. I'm intelligent. I'm motivated. I have my own business. I maintain my own lifestyle. I'm not understanding the full scope of your question.
Well, see, that's the problem now, ain't it? You just described.
Let's stop right there. She said, I'm not understanding the full scope of your question. You know what that means? This is the same as going on a job interview and them asking you, what are your strengths or why do you want to work here? And I start going into, well, I've looked into you guys' records. You guys are doing terrible and whatnot. You guys kind of all seem soft and you seem as though you let me do whatever I want. And I need a job. I got fired from my last job. They said I was insubordinate and I'm not punctual, whatever the hell that means. And something. So when do I start? If you are hiring for a job, would you hire someone who spoke like that? Would you think, all right, man, this is a great candidate if they come in insulting you, they come in basically in so many words, they're telling you well, you know, it looks like crap in here. I don't know. You guys seem like, you know, you hire people like me. You guys seem as though, you know, you're underachievers. You know what I'm saying? You look like y'all hire underachievers. So, you know, I'm an underachiever and, you know, I'm not looking to work too hard. And I don't think you guys are working too hard. So I feel I can work it. You be like, nigga, is this you asking me for a job? Right? Now, again, that's an analogy on the fly. I know that wasn't like dynamic and whatnot, but you get what I'm talking about, right? But what I'm speaking to again is someone being a part of something that they've been a part of and that they've been doing and having no understanding of how it works or what it is. All right. And what Kevin's content exposed was that most women have not thought about or put much thought into what makes your relationship work. For the most part, most women, again, I can't tell you where it starts from, but it's a lot of behavior that's based off of women wanting to do what the men do. And Crimson Cure has made this point about women who do that, they see being a woman as a bad thing. And they're insecure about being a woman and they're not comfortable with being a woman. So therefore, they want to do things that they see men do and they want the same privileges as men. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm sorry, yeah, they want the same, not so much privileges, but just want to they like to engage in male behavior, like being aggressive, being brutal, being, you know, someone say, I'm brutally honest. I'm brutally honest. If you stink, I'll come up to you in front of a room of people and say, hey, you smell like armpits. You know what I mean? Or, you know, if I don't like your outfit, I'll come tell you, hey, who bought bell bottoms back? You know, Princess Diana wants her earrings back. Someone told me that back in 2005. That was a wild interaction. But anywho, that was pretty funny. In hindsight, that was pretty funny. But you get what I'm saying. Or when the woman was talking, she didn't name anything that's bad. It's good that you can maintain your own lifestyle. But wait, it's two things that he's asking. This is a straight woman, right? It's two things he's asking. He's asking, why would a man like you? And what is it about you? I'm saying that basically, what do you bring to a relationship? And it's gotten to a point where it is offensive to ask a woman, and that's where the I am the table conversation comes from. It's offensive because it's basically saying, how dare you ask God what God brings to your life? I'm God. You know what I'm saying? And to the point, and again, the age of manipulation, the age of cheating the game is about to be over. All right. And men are responsible for women being able to cheat the game. Because again, gotta ask you, how can a group of people be strong if the men are weak and weak-minded and the men just do what the kids and the women want? That has never worked in the history of people. I mention that because we think about the men who come from women who think like this. Because for the most part, if you're from the hood, your mother teaches you that if you do whatever the woman wants, everything will be okay.